be sure of whom are we engaging. Are you potential enough to be engaged on the ICPD? Because we want to make a change, we want to make a difference, we want to make transformation.
Our organization deals specifically or directly with the peaceful stand for not to do abortion. Peaceful stand for no doing abortion. As in, we find that people, they do not just wake up in the morning and say, I just go for abortion. There are different circumstances, situations, and issues pushing people to this. These things, before even it's done, or even after it has been done, people find themselves without peace in their hearts. So for us, what we do, we call these people friendly, and we tell them, you may come, we talk. You may come, we share. And you tell us, what's the reason? Why do you think you need to do abortion? Why do you think you need to kill this person? As we have said, we need peace. And peace will never be there unless there is a respect of dignity and human rights. So every right starts with the right to life.
Like when a woman is pregnant prior to delivery, delivery services and postnatal services, like services after delivery. And then management of infertility and management of consequences for unsafe abortion or abortion services. So abortion services can be anything, could be access to safe abortion or management of post-abortion care. And then treatment of STIs, sexually transmitted infections, HIV and its complication, and discouragement of female genital mutilation.
So here at International Youth Foundation, we envision a world where all young people achieve their full potential and shape the future with power and confidence. And IYF as a non-profit organization is dedicated to empowering these young people and prepare them to be productive and healthy citizens and committed to the development of their communities.
If not me, then who? If not now, then when? So I urge you all to try to make this, not only your countries, not only the continent, but the entire world a better place.
It is my belief that, and I have always known that, this conference provides an opportunity for fruitful discussions on highly pertinent and important subject matters for the entire international community. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been informed that the theme for this year's conference is Youth Voices on SDGs, empowering young people and ensuring inclusiveness and equality. And during the course of the next 4 days, this conference will address 4 key theme areas which directly represent 4 sustainable development goals. These include goal number 3, goal number 8, goal number 13, and goal number 16.
We should use very carefully these 5 days which we are going to be here in order to learn, in order to share experience.
As we deliver, we need to deliver for young people, especially those young people living in the most marginalized communities, in the most vulnerable parts of the world.
This year's theme of the conference is Youth Voice on Sustainable Development Goals, empowering people, ensure inclusiveness and equality. This thematic area will allow participants to come up with a more innovative idea on how we tackle the issue of 2030. And this will be inevitable to create and to understand the youth's possibility to achieve sustainable development goals and ultimately to collaborate with Youth Voice on the final resolution that will be shared to the United Nations and other stakeholders for further implementation.
First and foremost, it's about protocol and etiquette concerning about dress codes. I would like dear delegates that you should take into serious consideration on how you come during the General Assembly.
France has made combating climate change one of its diplomatic priorities by setting up the Paris Agreement in December 2015, which was signed at the United Nations headquarters in New York on April 22, 2016.
The delegation of Norway believe that reducing child mortality is crucial to our United Nations Embassy. This delegate feels that the problem of children dying before the age of 5 is one of that requires immediate attention because the death of future generations will be detrimental to the development of a society.
Japan has created or has employed this technique of boosting job creation and labor demands among youth. But also Japan has prepared a better environment for youth and better markets for the youth.
United Kingdom government has decided that relationship and sex will become compulsory in school in England from 2080 and is consulting parents, experts and young people on what the curriculum look like.
Ethiopia has a rich and ancient history and is also the oldest independent nation in Africa. The country has a strong track record of regional and global leadership, become one of the founding members of the African Union as well as the United Nations. Supporting the Sustainable Development Goals with one agenda, 3 dimensions and 17 goals, the government has put an institutional structure in place to oversee and coordinate the implementation of the new agenda at the national level, by sector and state level.
I am taking any motions to adjourn the meeting. I now adjourn the meeting till tomorrow morning.
Timun ni Tanzania International Model United Nations. Ni mkutano ambao unaandaliwa na UNA kila mwaka, ambao ni baraza kivuli la Umoja wa Mataifa. Dhima kuu ya mwaka huu ni kuhusu sauti za vijana kwenye malengo ya maendeleo endelevu. Kuangalia ni jinsi gani tunawezesha vijana, pia tunawajumuisha na kuangalia usawa. Katika mkutano huu tunaweza kuzungumzia mambo makuu manne, ambao lengo la kwanza ni SDG namba 3 kwenye mambo ya afya ya uzazi. Tukiangalia goal namba 8 ambayo inazungumzia kazi pamoja na ajira, kwa jinsi gani vijana wana mchango mkubwa kwenye kazi na jinsi gani wanapata ajira, na lengo namba 13 ambalo linazungumzia mazingira, pamoja na lengo namba 16 ambalo linazungumzia amani na haki. Katika mkutano huu tunategemea vijana watapaza sauti sana sana kwenye changamoto ambazo zinawakumba vijana na kuangalia ni jinsi gani wanazipatia ufumbuzi. UNA kama UNA tukishirikiana na Umoja wa Mataifa tunahakikisha sauti zao zinasikilizwa, kuangalia fursa ambazo zinapatikana katika haya malengo na kuhakikisha kwamba wanafaidi hizo fursa.
Hello, my name is Pharmacist Benedict Aweru and I am live at the Tanzania International Model UN Conference in Morogoro. I'm playing the role as the chairperson of Caucus 1 in this conference, and that caucus is on the thematic area of youth role in advocating for sexual reproductive health and rights education. I've learned so much so far from this conference, and I think every youth should thrive to attend any of these conferences in any of the countries you find yourself. Young people, what are you doing with yourself? It is important that you get useful information to enable you take the spaces and the positions that you ought to take. Utilize your strength, put all of this to good use, get information and know how to impact the world around you.
I'm going to take Swahili classes now. I can say Sauti, Karibu Sana, Mambo Poa, Samaki. Asante sana.
Africa Digital Room ni kampuni ya Kitanzania ya vijana wa Kitanzania ambao tunatumia teknolojia kutatua matatizo mbalimbali ambayo yanakabili jamii yetu ya Kitanzania na Afrika kwa ujumla. Na kwa sasa tuko kwenye mchakato mkubwa wa kutengeneza programu ya simu ambayo itakuwa inakutanisha vijana wenye ujuzi wa kiufundi au tunasema ufundi stadi pamoja na wateja kutoka sehemu mbalimbali. Ni programu ambayo tunategemea itakwenda kutatua tatizo la ajira nchini, kuwapa nafasi vijana wengi kupata kipato kupitia mtandao huo ambao tutakuwa tumeuzindua hivi karibuni. Tunachukua nafasi hii kushukuru kupata nafasi ya kushiriki katika mkutano huu wa UN. ambapo tumeweza kukutana na vijana, tukaweza kudiscuss nao na pia tukapata maoni yao kwamba ni jinsi gani pia tunaweza tukaboresha huduma zetu katika kuendelea kuwasaidia vijana na kutatua changamoto mbalimbali zinazoendelea hapa nchini.
Raia Health Organization ni NGO ambayo ipo Zanzibar na inafanya kazi katika masuala mbalimbali ya kiafya. Ukiongelea afya ni kwamba afya ya kupata maradhi, afya iko katika sehemu nyingi. Katika NGO yetu tunachukua fursa nyingi za kuweza kuelimisha jamii na kuweza kufikisha ujumbe au kuweza kufikisha elimu tofauti ambazo zinahusiana na masuala ya afya. Mfano, tuko katika kampeni yetu ya homa ya ini na ni endelevu, inaendelea kwa sababu kitu kama kuwapa watu elimu si kitu cha mara moja. Unatakiwa uchukue muda mrefu na kuwapa watu elimu. Pia katika NGO yetu tunakaribisha watu mbalimbali ambao kiukweli nimekutana na watu wengi. Timun 2019 ambao kuna network ambayo tumeitengeneza na nadhani tutaweza kufanikisha mambo mbalimbali katika visiwa vyetu vya Zanzibar.
Naitwa Sharon John, ninaipresent Tanzania katika mkutano huu wa Timun 2019 na nimefurahi kuwepo katika eneo hili. Mkutano huu umetusaidia sisi vijana kujua mambo yanayoendelea nchi tofauti ikiwemo mojawapo Tanzania, na tunaendelea kujifunza na kujadili mambo ambayo yanaikabili dunia katika engo tofauti. Mkutano hii inatukutanisha nchi mbalimbali ikiwemo Nigeria, Uganda, Tanzania, Zanzibar. Kwa hiyo ni nafasi nzuri kwa kijana yoyote kuwepo katika eneo hili na kujifunza. Ninashukuru sana kwa kupata nafasi hii kuwepo katika mkutano huu mwaka 2019 na ningependa kuona mkutano huu ukiwa na watu wengi zaidi mwaka unaofuata.
Your Excellency, Madam President, Secretary General, Head of Drafters, officials, and the delegation body at large, good morning. Good morning. I'm the drafter for Caucus 4. And before I begin, Madam President, I would like to take this opportunity to express special thanks to the members of my caucus because they've been very helpful. Without them, honestly, this draft resolution would not have been possible, so thank you very much. The topic handled by Caucus 4 is to promote inclusive and sustainable economic growth, employment, and decent work for young people.
Thank you, Honorable Madam President, Secretary General, Head of Drafters, officials, and my fellow delegates. Good morning. Bonjour. Ni hao. Okay, I'm the chairperson of Caucus number 2, and I'm going to present our first draft resolution with the topic Youth Participation in Delivering Paris Agreement.
So let us take all the recommendations seriously. Every recommendations mean change in our societies. We are supposed to amend that in our caucuses and then come up with a final resolution which will be represented tomorrow for us to agree on a consensus matter to pass the resolution. I'm sure we are at a great stage now, and I would love to congratulate the chairpersons and the drafters of all caucuses for leading this into a great way. Thank you. I now welcome the head of drafters to present the final resolution. Thank you.
High Excellency, Madam President, Secretary General, all officials and delegates, good morning to you all. I'm going to read the final resolution adopted by the General Assembly on the 3rd May 2019. The topic being Youth Voices on SDGs, Empowering Youth People and Ensuring Inclusiveness and Equality. The committee being the General Assembly. Signatories: Australia, Federative Republic of Brazil, Republic of Burundi, Canada, People's Republic of China, Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, the French Republic, the Federal Republic of Germany, the Republic of Ghana, the Republic of India, the Islamic Republic of Iran, the State of Israel, the Republic of Italy, Japan, the Republic of Kazakhstan, the Republic of Kenya, State of Libya, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Kingdom of Netherlands, New Zealand, North Korea, the Kingdom of Norway, the State of Qatar, the Russian Federation, the Republic of Rwanda, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the Federal Republic of Somalia, the Republic of South Sudan, the Syrian Republic of the Syrian Arab Republic, the Republic of Uganda, United Kingdom, United Republic of Tanzania, United States of America, the Bolivian Republic of Venezuela, the Republic of Zimbabwe. The resolution is submitted by the United Republic of Tanzania. The General Assembly, fully aware of the adaptation of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals of 2030 Agenda, requests all parties to cooperate in taking measures as appropriate to enhance climate change education, both formal and informal education system, training, public awareness, public participation, and public access to information, while recognizing the importance of these steps with respect to enhancing action under this agreement. Urges parties to make voluntary contribution for the timely implementation of this decision after it has come into force in 2020 and by 2030. Demand all countries to formulate and to be committed to the implementation of their national action plan and the involvement of youth participation and the important role of providing encouragement for emission of reduction activities, including tools such as domestic policies, henceforth calling all parties to support their policymakers in effectively incorporating policies that support youth activities in the national plan and policies. Draws the attention of gender sensitivity on the SDG goal number 13 and further recommends all countries to involve tools that will enhance youth, women and men voices towards climate action. Urges all parties to initiate intergovernmental activities or action that will include youth in delivering the ideas, initiatives, and other environmental services that will promote the well-being of the society. Demand that all responsible parties in the United Nations Assembly should be held accountable in protecting youth in ideologies, initiative, activities, causes, and ensure their inclusiveness in regards to climate action towards attaining the Paris Agreement. On the role of youth in peace building and conflict resolution in promoting inclusiveness and sustainability, which represents SDGs goals number 16. Stresses that all nations should ban and restrict the possession or and use of firearms at an individual level. Encourages all nations to use religious leaders to collaborate together in upholding values that bind us together as a single family. Calls upon the involvement of young people in all stages of peace building and conflict resolution, that is, say, mediation, institutional, and national building. Urges that all nations to adopt an education system that emphasizes on peace and development studies. Stresses all member states to include youth voices on peace building and conflict resolutions in their national agenda. Calls upon all members to establish partnership with organizations to fund microeconomic for all the youth. Request all nations to include youth in non-violent political activities. Urges member states to formulate and implement policies on retrieving and rehabilitating child soldiers. On promoting inclusive and sustainable economic growth, employment and decent work for young people, which represents SDG goal number 8. Condemns in the strongest terms the discrimination of young people in the development process of national economies. Strongly condemns the continuing exploitation and discrimination of and against all youth in the basis of their age, disability, religion or belief, sex and any other basis of discrimination contrary to international law. Deplores the high rate of unemployment among the youth and indecency at workplaces. Underlines the need to hold employers, financiers, and sponsors of these acts accountable and to bring them to justice. Urges all states to raise awareness and emphasize the adoption of green jobs among the youth and through technology platforms such as social media, radio program, newspapers, and other applicable mode of communications. Urges all states to work together to develop an education curriculum tailored to equip youth with sustainable and practical skills to meet global needs and improve employability chances through encouraging the participation of youth in finance management training, critical thinking, entrepreneurship training, volunteering and internship programs in order to acquire practical skills and experience. Encourage all states to introduce and implement career guidance and supervision of young people early in life to give them enough time to polish their skills and give them a better chance at competing internationally. Implores states to protect, promote equality and to foster a domestic environment of inclusiveness, religious tolerance and peace through building a strong national institution for the enforcement of labor rights of citizens both domestically and abroad, which is recognized and regulated by International Labour Organization as well as any other international laws relating to the same. Invites all states to create bodies with mandate of carrying out research on green jobs and inventing sustainable models of jobs in their respective states, as well as partnering with different academic institutions to engage youth in the process and exposing them to opportunity thereunder. Emphasizes the need of the states to abrogate bureaucracy and nepotism in their respective territories, by strongly enforcing retirement of persons above the retirement age in order to create opportunity for the younger workforce. Call for strengthened international relations to foster and implement labor exploitation between states in order to provide broader knowledge and employment opportunities to the youth, which in turn facilitates mutual development between states. Invites states to improve the quality of products produced in their countries as a way of working towards building of sustainable economy. Further invites the states to create global entrepreneurship platform as a mode of support and providing youth with a way to interact, exchange knowledge, and find market for their skills and products. Advises states to support and instill cultural values in youth as a way of building a spirit of patriotism inside them to motivate them to work towards the development of respective nations. This ends the final draft resolution for the 22nd Timun Conference in Morogoro.
All protocol observed. It is in order to observe the protocol. I would like to believe, as young people who came together to gather the resolutions that we today are proud of,
holding them proudly and say this is our work. We are a vast source of information and innovation and technology, ideas and solutions back to our societies. We should start it with the social media. I believe after this, you should be an agent of change on what you post on your social media. Post change, post vibrant energy to other youth in the world to see that we are the agents of change. And if it's not us, who? And if it's not now, when? It was special sitting as a president of the Timun 2019 to all ladies in the room, to all girls in the room. I believe I was an inspiration to you, and I was inspirational for the leadership skills that I set on the chair. It wasn't an easy job, but hey, you have to stand up and know that you have the power to change the world.
Today, our delegates, almost 200 delegates from different countries, has adopted more than 30 resolutions that they have been discussed here for the 5 days.
We understand the health concerns, the education concerns, the economic concerns that this country faces. And this is not Tanzania's challenges alone. These are the world's challenges. By 2045, the population in Africa will double. And if we're not seeking opportunities to these challenges, then we have failed youth such as yourselves. I have a saying that I like to use in Swahili, which is ni vigumu sana kutabiri mustakabali, which means it's very difficult. For those of you who don't speak Swahili, that means it's very difficult to predict the future.
I can see the way you have enjoyed in your last 5 days that you have stayed in Morogoro.